Today I'm here joined by UFC fighter Dustin Poirier. Dustin, who last fought here in New York City. Dustin, how you doing before we even get into anything?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. It's good to see that you're. What's your health like right now at the moment? You just overcame some nasty infections.
Yeah, I'm fine now. I'm back to training. I actually came to South Florida this week to get back on the mats for my team here at American Top Team in Coconut Creek. But I'm healthy. It took me out for 2 weeks, man. I was in the
Yeah,
hospital for 5 days, and then I didn't, you know, get to train for a week after that. Once the stitches got out my foot and everything was closed up, then I was able to start training again. But I'm healthy now,
okay, yeah, that's the most important part. So, right,
for sure.
today let's get into your involvement with Timex. So, first of all, for those who do not understand what you do with the brand, why don't you tell the people exactly what your position is when it comes to Timex?
I was just a sponsored athlete. Timex came over and became one of the sponsors, the official timekeeper of the UFC. Obviously, Timex has been around a long time. And they picked up a few athletes who had big fights coming up, and I signed a short-term contract with them. And I was just, let me see, a talent underneath the Timex banner. Also, I'm a watch guy, so they sent me a bunch of cool watches, and it just worked out.
That's what's up. So, of course, obviously, you're one of the guys at the top of the UFC in terms of popularity. But do you know any of the particulars of maybe why they decided to reach out specifically to you?
I'm not sure. I know they also, I don't know all the fighters they have, but I do know two of them. Me and I know Sean O'Malley had a deal with them going into his fight in Abu Dhabi with Peter Yan. Maybe because they wanted to put their brand and their name on a fighter who had exciting fights coming up. Obviously Sean O'Malley, a lot of people know his name and want to see him fight, and he was fighting a huge fight over there on pay-per-view. And then of course, me fighting Michael Chandler, it was going to be a crazy fight as soon as it was announced. So they might have saw an opportunity that a fighter had been in the UFC for a while. Fans knew who I was, and I had an exciting fight coming up, and the time frame made sense.
And let's be real here. There's just some things you got, man. Like no pun intended, but Dustin Poirier just got the sauce. You know,
My
he just
man.
got the sauce. But what do you think is like a secret in the success when it comes to like securing these different avenues with brands and stuff like that? Is I mean, when it comes to your relationship with brands,
Uh-huh.
everything has been a really big brand, whether it's been Robert Graham or whatever you're doing. So
Samsung.
Samsung, all these different things. You've been able to do things that other fighters haven't been able to do when it comes to these brands with big corporations. What do you think it is about yourself that makes you so attracted to them?
Because I was honestly, I would say 95% of the deals that I've done with companies have been because I was using their product previously, and they seen me somewhere or seen me in an interview using the product or in a picture, and they reached out to me. I've never chased any of these companies. They've always come to me because they seen me wearing the watch or seen me wearing a hat or seen something or seen me or like the Samsung thing, for example. I was on Joe Rogan podcast. We started talking about my phone, and he was telling me I need to switch over to Apple. And I was telling him I've been a Samsung guy for a long time. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the next month I got an email from Samsung, and the list goes down the line of companies that have reached out for me. Same thing with Robert Graham. I was wearing their shirts to press conferences. They said, "Hey, we see you wearing our shirt. We'd love to send you some stuff." And then it started like that, and then we started doing business together. Months later. So it's been organic. That's the key, to really use the products that I'm talking about. I'm not just grabbing things and holding them for a picture. I mean, I'm using these products so it's easy to promote because I have it with me a lot of times, and I'm actually want to wear the things. It's that's it. It's organic.
That's what's up. So obviously the UFC Timex collection it says that it's about accurate, durable, and innovative timekeeping. So when you think of what fight stands out in your career that displays those qualities, when you were the most accurate, durable, when you were innovative in there, what fight to you sticks out as having those Timex qualities?
Two pop out, the Max Holloway fight, the second one, and also the second Conor McGregor fight. I was just on time. I was in rhythm, and I was durable, and I was ready.
Which is probably one of your biggest fights to dates to the casual audience.
For
Um,
sure.
do you still have that love for like the Robert Graham products and stuff like that? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, because I was wondering when it comes down to like the different designs and stuff that you could possibly do with Timex, maybe we could see like a collaboration in the future with maybe a Robert Graham pattern Timex watch or something. But what do you
I would
see
love to
as
do.
far
I
as
would
like
love to
that?
do some kind of colorful band, some kind of funky pattern. I love that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If you had like any input on the designs, or if you have maybe a Dustin Poirier themed watch that's gonna come out, like what kind of components would that contain?
It would, if it was a Timex watch that I was getting the reins to steer the direction of it, I would definitely do some kind of colorful theme on the band, something simple on the case, easy to read the time, but the band would be something very loud.
There you go, Timex, just in case anybody from Timex is listening. If you want to
Let's
make,
go.
you know what I'm saying, if you want to give the diamond his own watch, that would be it right there.
My
As
man.
far as like the future with Timex, what do you see this relationship like? How could it build out? Obviously, you're just getting started with the brand, but what do you see in the future working with them?
We'll see. Hopefully we get back on the phone soon. I did a 3 month contract with them. That's as far as we went for the first deal we've done. So hopefully there's more to come.
All right, and before we get out of here, our last question. What advice would you recommend to young fighters who aim to replicate your success, not in the octagon, but when it comes to navigating marketability in the business world?
Be true to yourself. And when you are looking at companies that you want to work with, make sure it aligns with your everyday life and your brand or your training, things that you use right now. Go look. A young kid can go look in his bag or look at the things that he likes to wear, and those are the brands you need to be wearing or doing business with if you can, because that's true to you, and that's things that make it easy. You're not going out of your way to lie and fake promote something. You it's easy to do because you're wearing it or you're using it. Use Go after things that you use.
And yeah, right before we get out of here, if you could just give us your best or your favorite Timex watch that you have in your collection.
My favorite Timex watch is probably, I can actually go grab it.
Yeah,
Let me go grab it.
yeah, yeah,
I got
yeah.
it right here.
Yeah, let's see.
This hold on. This is my favorite Timex UFC collab watch. It's simple, it's sleek, you know,
Oh, I think
simple,
is
sporty,
that the one?
sleek.
I think that's the one I have.
Yeah, nothing too crazy, simple and sleek. But my favorite, like, dressier watch. This is a good
Yeah.
everyday sports watch. Has everything you need. But my favorite, they have an automatic with a brown rubber strap. I don't know the name of it. I don't have it here. It's in Louisiana, but it's dressy. It's an automatic watch. I don't have to worry about the battery, and the rubber strap's nice. It fits really well. It feels good. Yeah, I wish I knew the name of it. Waterbury, maybe something like that.
Because with the Poirier watch, we could also, they could also do a flip on that. Just take that base watch, customize it out, do a little something
I'd be
extra
down with
to
that.
it.
I'd be down with the automatic watch.
Yeah, that might be
Yeah.
sick. But yeah, that's really all we wanted to have today. I just wanted to keep it strictly Timex. I didn't want to get into any fight stuff, even though I have the MMA background. Um, Plenty of MMA outlets will reach out to you for like MMA related things, and plus fighters don't like talking about fighting all day long. So
I just got back from the gym too.
yeah, I try to keep that out. I was gonna get into some hot sauce stuff, but we'll just swing back around and grab you later for that.
Yeah,
Um,
hit me up.
yeah.